Have you ever noticed that some people do not speak much, but when they speak, everyone listens? Hello, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to this channel, then I welcome you to my channel. On this channel, I talk about communication. So if you want to communicate with confidence and clarity, then you're at the right place. So, coming back to my original topic, where I was asking you that you may have noticed sometimes that there are some people who do not speak much, but when they start speaking, everyone listens. So, what's the misunderstanding which people have? Let's talk in order to understand these kind of people. Let's understand first, understand that what is the misunderstanding which people have. So, people generally think that authority equals to loudness. Yes, people think that if you have to create authority, then you have to be loud. Or if you have to show confidence, then confidence is equals to dominance. Some people feel that, or I would say majority of the people who haven't worked on their communication feels that authority is equals to loudness, and one has to be loud in order to show the authority. But, my dear friend, here's the truth. Authority is not equals to loudness. Authority is equals to clarity plus calm presence. Yes, in order to show yourself as a leader or in order to create authority or show authority, you don't have to be loud or you don't have to speak too much. You just have to speak less, but that with clarity. And that's what creates the authority. Let's discuss this in detail in this video. Now, let's understand or let's talk about why people struggle with authority. So, people struggle with authority because they have fear of judgment. They think that people would judge me. They they are not trying to explain, but they are trying to impress. Yes, they think that I need to impress the people with whatever I have to say. There is lack of clarity. These people who struggle with authority, they haven't worked on structuring their thoughts, or they need improvement on how to structure their thoughts, and due to this there's a lack of clarity. And the fourth reason why people struggle with authority is over explaining. Yes, they try to explain, or they think that people may not understand, so I have to over explain this. So, the four main reasons I would say due to which people struggle with authority are: people have the fear of judgment, they think that I have to impress everyone, they have the lack of clarity, and they are over explaining. So those are the four, I would say, basic reasons or broad reasons due to which people or you, my dear friend, may be struggling with authority. Now, what are these reasons or these four reasons which we talk about due to which people struggle with authority, and what this actually leads to? So, if you're struggling with authority, my dear friend, then this leads to weak delivery. Then, it also leads to hesitation. And most importantly, because if you're struggling with authority, then there will be a low impact. Yes. So, my dear friend, if you're struggling with authority, then there would be a weak delivery, then there will be a low impact, and there will be hesitation. So, weak authority or people who struggle with authority leads to these things. So, my dear friend, now you understand that what are the qualities or what are the issues which you are facing and due to which you lack authority. And you also know that if you lack authority, what that actually leads to. So now there's a time to talk about the solution. And let's talk about the traits which makes you as an authoritative communicator or the traits with which you could create authority. So the first one is clear thinking. People who speak with authority have clear thinking. They know the one main point which they have to speak. They are very clear in what they have to say, and their thinking is clear. Second is they are calm. Yes, their tone is calm. They are not rushed. They always speak, calmly. Their voice is not loud. So that is the second trait of authoritative speaker. The third trait of an authoritative speaker, my dear friend, is they speak less but with meaningful words. Yes, you heard that right. The authoritative speakers, they speak less. They do not over explain, but their words have a great meaning and they speak with impact. And the fourth trait of an authoritative speaker is that they are not afraid of silence. Yes, what I mean is the authoritative speaker take pauses appropriately, and they do a halt of about 1 second at appropriate places. So those were the four traits of an authoritative speaker. My dear friend, authority is not in how much you speak, but authority is how you speak. So, my dear friend, let me share with you three things which you should stop doing in order to sound authoritative or in order to create authority. And these are: stop rushing, stop seeking approval, and stop over explaining. Let me explain those again. So, there are three things which you should stop doing in order to sound authoritative. And these are: stop rushing, stop over explaining, and third is stop seeking approval. These three things reduces your authority instantly. So my dear friend, stop doing these three things. Now it's time for you to do the practice, or I have a practice for you. So in order to practice this, my dear friend, just do this the next time. So the next time when you speak, just pause before you start. Yes, take a pause for a second before you start. Say the one point, or say the point in one clear sentence. The point which you have to say, that just say that in one clear sentence, and then stop after making it. Let silence do its work. So the next time you speak, take a pause for a second, say your point in one clear sentence, and then stop speaking and let the silence do its works. And with that, we come towards the end of this video. My dear friend, people respect clarity more than volume. Let me repeat. People, my dear friend, respect clarity more than volume. And with that, I finish this video. I hope this video is helpful to you. If you found this helpful, then like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Stay happy always.